I can't get over just how it's a night and day difference with the quality. My goodness. Like, this is nice glow effect though on the titles. Everything here is arranged by the order of when the VHS itself first came out. I still have this big bookcase, this very fancy bookcase, like with those arches there. So yeah, the first tape I showed in this first ever video that I did, that I uploaded back in October of 2007. Like, that was when I was 15 years old. Which was otherwise not a good time for me in life, but making these videos was fun. In fact, I presented, and my next door neighbor, who was really good friends with, it was a collaborative effort. He filmed and I presented. I'm using this very 80s 90s chair. I think it's kind of funny, just this random chair that we had in the house since the 90s and we eventually got rid of. A rare variation. That was before I said variant. You can tell that I made this a long time ago. Oh my goodness. Even though you can't see my face, like, you could tell. And that's my old bedroom, and now my former house, because I just moved out as of this recording, May 16th of 2023. The reason I'm doing this is because apparently YouTube is going to, like, Google and YouTube are going to terminate inactive accounts, and I'm going to save these videos because, you know, they hold a bit of a special place, and even though I think they're of crummy quality, I'm going to save them anyways, and I'm just going to re-upload them with a commentary. Yeah, so you have the Pete's Dragon beta, which I presume is one of the oldest tapes in my collection. I believe it's a pressing from 1980, because it doesn't have a print date sticker on it. So I'm presuming it's either from 80 or 81. Might be like Photomat era. And this is before I had the classics version of Robin Hood on video in the black case, the 84 release. So I just had a beta copy of it. I bought all these beta tapes back in like 2007 and 2006, 2007, 2008, and 2009. And I have never gotten a beta player. I've never been able to watch them. Although if I somehow make a lot of money, it's like, yeah, I'll seek out an old beta player for a fair price. So yeah, he filmed, I presented, and then we did the editing, sometimes together, on Windows Movie Maker. You could tell by those title cards. This is something else. I've got one of those armbands on. That was a kind of a big thing back in the mid 2000s. Everybody was wearing like Live Strong bracelets, and they were like armbands for other things. I had like a million of them. I used to wear them all the time. It's like I had like a rainbow going up my arms. Look at that mess of wires. Oh goodness. That's my faded cover of Dumbo there. Oh goodness. I'm trying to show off the details as best as I can. I don't remember what that armband even said. I had like so many of them. And there's the beta copy of it. Trying to open them as carefully as possible so they don't break. You might hear like me going or something like that, or him making some kind of noise. Credits. Filmed by Angelo. Yep, that's him. Edited by Angelo. Present today by Kyle. Collection of Kyle. It should have just said Kyle's collection. Now, the reason why there's Zeppelin and Beatles songs listed here is because I wanted to use songs in the background, and I wanted to credit them so I didn't get in trouble. Yeah, part 2, showing off the UK. This is still my only UK VHS in my collection, and it's during the day now, as you can tell. Oh my god, look at how much of a mess my closet is. Embarrassing. I'm a very unorganized person sometimes, and it's largely probably because I'm an artist. Like, us artists are we're very, very unorganized people. Okay, what are we looking at here? Dumbo on VHS and beta. Again, sort of like, yeah, I got beta tapes. This was relatively new at the time, though. Like, prior to this video, I hadn't really seen anybody present their Disney VHS and beta collections. So, I figured I would show mine, because I really wanted to. I had a YouTube account for about a year by that point. Walt Disney Comedy and Magic Revue, just a glorified clip show. Those were thrown in as a sort of... I'm wearing 2 armbands there. Those were thrown in during the 1985 holiday promotion, the Making Your Dreams Come True promotion. Like, it's like, buy a full-price title and get Walt Disney Comedy and Magic Revue for $14.95. Re-release or second set of pressings, you know, in the white clamshell. I'm trying to make out what that is behind the chair there. You know what that is? I think that's a magazine holder, and there's like various magazines in there. I just can't make out what they are because it's so darn blurry. Did I make a noise there? Was I like bleh? They make like a bleh noise. Rental only copy. The big deal back then. Like, oh, I got a rental only copy, but these were all sent back to Disney. And then of course I'd later learn that year that there were some copies that they tested themselves and then re-released as sale-only titles for rental only, not intended for intended for rental only, not for sale. Was that Angelo doing that? Oh yeah, that was back when I thought that VHS release of Dumbo was from October 1980. It's actually from '87. Those covers were the text on the bottom saying VHS or beta. Those like removed, like those were from when Lady and the Tramp came out on VHS. So they're the '87 release. There's the film camera sticker too. Yep, even back in 2007 as a 15-year-old, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure that there's all the vital information there, at least that I knew of at the time. This is a trap. That's a later pressing of Zippity Doodah, because there's no blue lines above the Walt Disney Home Video logo and below. Presented by Kyle. Filmed by Angelo. Compiled by Kyle and Angelo. Michelangelo. It's like Michelangelo. I know, I'm bad. Nice Bauhaus font there. Those are some Pet Sounds colors. Green and yellow. Oh yeah, so right around this time I bought a box. I didn't buy it. My parents bought it. On eBay. Yep, one of the beta tapes, and those were the red sticker there. We took this rental tape back, played it, and we deemed it good. The thing from the camera waving in the front of the little band, like the Wiimote. You know, when you're 15 years old and you're editing videos for the first time, like, I am a graphic designer, But it's like, at the time, use all the fonts. No, Bauhaus is an iconic font, though. There's a reason why it's ubiquitous. Dumbo. There was another beta copy of Dumbo. Yeah, this time I'm filming it on this thing that my mother would call a bureau. It was like a long wooden dresser. The sale-only version from 1982, because of course Alice in Wonderland was 81 as a rental title. One of these days I'll get one of those rental-only releases. Oh, that was quick. I didn't even let it linger for a while. Look at the transitions. White flap. I just love how, like, tinny it all sounds. Like, the sound of the clamshells opening, like that. I think that's funny. There's a charm to these old YouTube videos. Like, not just mine, but to, like, so many other... You could see a Beatles hardcover book there. I still have that book. It's the Beatles Illustrated Lyrics, and it's all these really cool paintings. Interpretations of Beatles songs. And there's another beta of Robin Hood. Beta. Pollyanna. Yeah, this was kind of a crap condition Pollyanna. Sword in the Stone, 89 cover, 91 release inside, although not for the left one. The left one was printed in 1990, but it opens the way the 87 VHS did. But it has like an 89-90 era label on it, with Walt Disney's written in a kind of generic sans serif font. I know it's kind of a cluster cuss to talk about. Moving on, Pinocchio, the 86. Although I suspect the person who sold that one to me took the art out and slipped it into a 90s box because it has the inside of a 90s clamshell. With all the teeth-looking crunchiness there. That Robin Hood broke. Did I just go like, oh, or did I like, I was probably whispering to Angela like, now, or he was probably saying, rolling. Jiminy Cricket's Christmas, another one of them clip show VHSs, or betas in this case. The transitions are so quick, it's like, nope, you gotta pause it. Lady and the Tramp, beta tape inside a VHS case. I think there's even like a sticker on the side that indicates this is beta. We didn't make a beta-sized case at this point. Great Mouse Detective, title off to the far right there. Later printing for the Christmas promotion, yeah, like it doesn't open with the Black Cauldron trailer. I think this is actually the first one that I got, as in the first 85... Oh, no, it's a beta copy. Never mind. I think I showed that one in the first part. Whoa. Okay, that's a reason I'm saving these videos. Like, yeah, ding. Like, the way it just shined. That's why I'm keeping this. Like, come on, Google. Why do you gotta kill accounts that haven't been used in ages? I was locked out of this account. Okay? And it's like, oh, can you see it? Can you see it? Still in videotape release order. Yeah, we're in 1986 now. All the later printings. I have it organized differently now. Like, this bookcase is now like an animation-themed bookcase. And it has only the animated movies plus the Pixar movies. A couple of tapes without cases. There's my old TV. Bunch of Cars diecasts, too. I really love Cars, actually. And back in the day, I was like... I collected, like, the diecast of the characters. I don't know where they all went, though. If they somehow didn't get compromised by a basement flood, then I'll have to see what I can do with them. Kyle and Angelo. 2007. In case the upload date didn't tell you that. Okay, now we're on part 4. Alright, Tron. I still don't have this release on VHS. I just have it on beta. I'm wearing a hoodie this time. Yeah, because it was fall. I was probably cold. Oh, I miss fall. Herbie goes to Monte Carlo. Yeah, Boatniks with broker. Broker. Spelling error. And had the brochure. Did I show the brochure in this? I probably did. If I didn't, I showed it in another video. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are watching and you're wondering where all my old videos went, you didn't see my recent ASMR Disney VHS thing. All my old videos on this particular channel are unlisted, but I have a blog post where you can view them all. They're all embedded. Link is in the description. Winnie the Pooh and Friends. What happened there? Did I bump into him by accident or something? All right, 2 Wonderland sale promotion videos, and 3 actually, in cardboard slipcover cases. I gotta thank Angelo, really. Like, he helped me out with these back in the day. He made some YouTube videos back then, too. I don't know if his channel is still a thing, but he showed off his record collection, and presumably, because he's a guitarist, presumably some videos of him playing guitar. Bed knobs and broomsticks. Oh, there's 4. Holy... When I see the Witch Mountain movies, I think of that bit from Family Guy where Lois goes, "Oh, look, he walks up to whoever was in the Witch Mountain movies as the girl, and she goes, 'Oh, it's you from Escape from Witch Mountain,' and she like walks away with like an upset look on her face. Like, that's what that makes me think of, because it's Escape to Witch Mountain and Return from Witch Mountain." There's my Lady and the Tramp VHS with the diamond on the top as opposed to the middle, and it's got that meshy, almost like scaly spotted texture on the VHS shell itself. Almost like a spotted dog, like a Dalmatian. Women cool if they did that for 101 Dalmatians and had the VHS be white and have those like painted black on top. A fun craft idea if you're into that. Or if you just want to keep those VHSs the way you want them, the way they're supposed to be. Cinderella. Journey of Natty Gann. This is actually not from 86. This is like from around 89, 90. It's got that label. Back then it was rare, because at the time it was not on DVD. It's on Disney Plus. Of course, presented the way it was as a theatrical film. This was a 2-part Wonderful World of Disney. Well, it wasn't called Wonderful World of Disney back then. I don't know, was it Wonderful World of Color or something? I keep forgetting, but anyways, it was Disney's anthology program. I had 3 VHSs of Bambi back then. It's a long, dang story on why that happened. I'm not gonna get into it, but I think I still have all 3, too. Or I got rid of some of them. Maybe I donated, or no, I think I sold them. I don't know, maybe I still have them. I don't think I've ever sold any VHSs. I think I might have donated a couple. We're going to see those in a video coming up. I'm just like ripping through these. No time to lose. think this is the first time I showed a Masterpiece Collection video in 2007. And this was the last video I did in 2007 because just stuff happened and hard times. Credit. Not credits. Credit. Credit. Part 5 coming soon. Yeah, Part 5 wouldn't come out till like August of 2008. Part 5. Yeah, this is from like August 2008. When life was finally getting better for me. I went like a whole period where life just wasn't great. I won't get into the sob story, but I wanted to make a Part 5 and a Part 6. I even tried filming them on my own, but it didn't go anywhere. So yeah, finally, during that time, I'd finally gotten a VHS copy of the '84 release of Robin Hood. Look at that. Disney Christmas gift, I believe I bought off of eBay back in like January or February of 2008. I just wanted it for the cover, honestly, and the title written in the Bookman Swash font. That was the same font used for the title card in The Fox and the Hound, as in the title card that appears in the actual movie, not on any of the covers or posters. It's so noticeable. Like, I put a sheet of cardboard behind, and also this video, like, it was dark. You know, if you've watched my old videos and, like, memorized them, surprised, like, I mean, if there's anybody out there who did it, like, cool. Like, I guess you liked them that much. But in Part 6, I remember I made it a point to make it brighter, because look at how dark that is. Like, that is so dark. And it's like, I put a sheet of cardboard up against my bookcase, and it's like, I mean, look at that. And you can still see the bookcase. It's like I zoomed it out too much. Watching these is so fun. I revisit them every once in a while. But, you know, I filmed this when, you know, things were getting a little bit better, and, you know, watching Part 5 and Part 6 in particular, it's just, it kind of gives me a warm feeling. You know, it was a time in my life where I did, you know, I got through, and it was like, and sometimes I accidentally didn't show the back of the case. And it's like, I often think, at this point, I'm not even trying. I'm like, yeah, whatever, there's a sheet of cardboard there. I think I taped it, too, or something. And show the back. That's a Canadian copy. This is a pressing of Dumbo that, yeah, it says the tape uses a Walt Disney Home Video label rather than a Classics label, and the label also says that Dumbo is 83 minutes long. Now, somebody, I forget who it was, I think it might have been Mega Rock or something. I forget. It was somebody that I knew as far back as 2007. They sent me a photo of a Robin Hood beta tape that also had this label. Maybe that's why it says 83 minutes on Dumbo. They took it from the Robin Hood one. They just sort of plastered it. Like, it looks like it was like weirdly plastered on there too. It's like wavy and kind of smudged. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland, like, there's a ton of label variations. Like, I honestly, I've lost track. Back then, I, like, knew, I had, like, I mean, I probably still have it somewhere in my file cabinet brain. The way my fingers are. I remember there was, like, one commenter on this video. It's like, oh my god, you have very flexible thumbs. I'm like, yeah, I do, I guess. It used to freak people out, like people I know, like, wait, Kyle, you can do that with your thumbs? And it's like... Sleeping Beauty. So fun going through all of these. I must have said that a million times at this point. Mickey and the Beanstalk actually does have a case, but it was like, you've probably seen it in one of my later videos, but well, actually, my dad got it for me. He went into a Goodwill one day, and then he just randomly saw a couple of Disney VHS and just scooped them up for me. And one of them was that Mickey and the Beanstalk VHS, and it was the Mini Classics slipcover, but cut up to fit inside a plastic rental box. And I didn't show it in the video because at the time, that's not authentic. It was being insufferable. But no more. It's in that case because it's still a case, and it's still the case. It's just all messed up. Three Caballeros. Yeah, this is definitely a later printing. Yeah, it even says 92 on the bottom. But that's the 89 cover artwork. That was released in conjunction with Bambi's video release. Same with Bedknobs and Broomsticks, I believe. And Caballeros was 88 for Cinderella. You know, there'd always be those additional titles for the holiday promotion, like the ones that never went in the vault and they got new covers. Yeah, yep, ink label of Little Mermaid. Did you ever notice that on the ink label for the Little Mermaid, it says Walt Disney Pictures Presents The Little Mermaid and not a Walt Disney Classic? Kind of indicates to me that the tape was rushed. Because Little Mermaid came out on video like very quickly after it had released in theaters, and when it was screening at Cannes Film Festival, like, you bet I was going to say something about the cover, didn't you? Ugh. It's like, we get it. Peter Pan. Yeah, this is the the first one, where the diamond is really huge on the ink label, and it's on, I believe it's on the right side. Kyle, why are you forgetting this? It's like, because my brain has like a gazillion other things going on in it. So the information is stored in the file cabinet. I think it's on the right. Yep, it's on the right. Yeah, see, I guessed correctly. And later pressings, it's much smaller, and it's on the left. Yeah, no Angelo credit this time because I made it all by myself. Very crummy camera, too. One that, like, you could only film for like a minute and then it would run out of battery. There was no cord to connect to. It's like, kept taking the batteries in and putting them back out. Put them in, put them out. Like, it was such a haphazard way of filming. Okay, by this point in time, I was making the title cards sort of kind of look like the artwork on the boxes, like the sort of brownish gold stone floor there of King Louis's ruins. You can see the tape. And I moved the camera up. Oh. Oh, this is so much fun. Yep, this is the standard release. Dumbo, blue and yellow, just like it is on the cover. Yeah, this was my copy of it from when I was a kid. It went through the ringer. And of course, a couple of years later, I would buy a much better condition copy, but the copy inside used the 1987 opening with the 84 Classics logo and no Buena Vista logo or anything before the start of the movie. Just straight into the, like, just wham bang into the Walt Disney Presents title card. Ba, 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 ba. Like, like the transitions on some of these old VHS releases, just, they weren't smooth at all. And I believe this is the Great Mouse Detective copy that has the title centered. For some reason, the American, the U.S. Great Mouse Detective Classics release didn't have, like, yeah, look, like, it didn't have the Walt Disney Home Video logo. Just the weirdest thing. Like, different fonts. It's like varying it up a bit. Like, yeah, look at this. I have a French-Canadian VHS of... Actually, no, I don't. I lied. I've seen the French-Canadian VHS of Great Mouse Detective, which actually does have the Walt Disney Home Video logo on it. I guess they figured the title is way too big. It's going to just take up that whole section of the ink label. Tex. When's that going to be put on Disney Plus? Yeah, it's a later pressing inside. Like, that's got the 82 home video is in that Epcot-esque sans serif font. And the tape inside has it in the bubbly font that they used from late 84 onwards. And the tape also opens with the 1984 red, orange FBI and anti-piracy warning screens. So it's a bit of a mongrel VHS mixed breed. Condition is okay. Just very blunt. Condition is okay. Not as shiny, because I wasn't filming it at nighttime next to a lamp. Trench coat. Nah, I never got trench coat fixed. The bolt holding the cassette shell together in the middle, it's like it's super glued. It's one of those bolts, and I don't have the right drill head for it, and it's a kind of bolt that they don't make anymore. I remember with another VHS, I had to use a screwdriver to literally pry that sucker open, but it was traumatizing, so I don't want to do it again. Last Flight of Noah's Ark. I don't think that one's on Disney Plus either. Yeah, what now streaming, huh? Beat that. That's still breathing, I'm hearing. I was literally, like, cross-legged, sitting down, filming this and reaching over the camera. And I didn't have a tripod at the time. Like, the camera is literally probably on top of, like, my school textbooks or something. This is great. You can't even see. Yeah, no, you can't even see that. I mean, give me a break. I was 16. I didn't have, like, film lighting or anything. I was just some 16-year-old doofus filming YouTube videos. Like, yay, this is fun. This was way back. Like, this is from 2008, okay? This was before YouTube was bought by Google. And, well, I mean, I think it was bought by Google by that point. But it was before it was, like, completely changed and corporatized, and then it was like mutated with that Google Plus thing that they were trying to push at the time, and then it went nowhere. Oh goodness, remember Google Plus? Yeah, got it indicated. The one on the left doesn't have the preview for the Return of Jafar. I think I just opened one of them. I think I showed I showed both of them, and I didn't even bother to open the cases. Yeah, that's very economic right there. Oh god, I used copper plate there? What was I thinking? Was this a legal firm? Oh. I'm literally watching these late at night. Yeah, that's economic. Show the front, show the back, show the spine, then show the 3 tapes. One after the other, like it's a succession. I think I only have 2 of those Robin Hood VHSs left. The third one being the one without the previews and the 1988 gradient Walt Disney Classics logo at the start of it. Did I literally just put like a sales statistic there? Like this, oh my god, this broke records back in 1992 and 1993. I mean, come on, I like to dispense fun facts. I don't know why I use that for Rescuers Down Under when the cover is blue and yellow. I don't know, maybe white for Miss Bianca, and what was the other color? Was it gray purple or something for Bernard? I don't know. I probably didn't put much thought into it. Again, I was 16. Here's the picture of most of the collection again, but the color's inverted. Woo! I don't know. I guess I was like a big kid. Like, look at how cool this looks. And then part 7 would take a little while. Like part 7 wouldn't come until like February or March of 2009. All right, so I think I'm gonna cap this part off right here. So yeah, like, wow, that was a blast to revisit.